Hey, what is going on guys? Tech Enthusiast here, and this is a speed test comparison between the OnePlus 6 against the Xiaomi Mi 6. To keep this test as fair as possible, both of these phones have 6GB of RAM. Now in terms of the software experience, the OnePlus 6 has a very close stock Android experience, whereas the Mi 6 has a very heavy Android skin. As for the CPU, it's going to be the Snapdragon 845 versus the Snapdragon 835. So let's get started. First up we have the OnePlus 6. It has a 1080p screen. It's on the latest version of Android Oreo 8.1. It has the Snapdragon 845 and the Adreno 630 GPU, and this variant has 6GB of RAM. Then we have the Xiaomi Mi 6. It also has a 1080p screen. It's on Android Oreo but not the latest version. It has the Snapdragon 835 and the Adreno 540 GPU and 6GB of RAM. Just before running the test, you can see there are no apps and games running in the background. And I'll start off with the camera app, and that loaded up slightly faster on the OnePlus 6. Moving on to Google Chrome, and the website that we'll be going to will be XDA Developers, and like I mentioned previously, it is a good website to check out. And that loaded up faster on the Mi 6. Next is eBay, and I'll try to find a similar or the same listing. Okay, here we go, and they loaded up pretty much at the same time. Hot UK deals, again I'll try to find the same deal, and again they loaded up at the same time. Moving on to Photoshop, and I'll open the same photo, and they both opened up at the same time. YouTube, and I'll try to find the same videos. Okay, here we go, and they are both playing at the same time. Moving on to the first game, Horizon Chase. They seem to be very similar. Yep, they loaded up at the same time. So far the scores are tied. And I'll let that play in the background. Super Mario Run. Ready to be played on the Mi 6 first. And let's see which loads the level faster, and that was the OnePlus 6. Skyforce. In terms of the loading, they look very similar. Yes, they are. Sonic Forces. And that loaded up faster on the OnePlus 6. Spider-Man Unlimited. And that was ever so slightly faster on the Mi 6. And the last game, Temple Run 2. And they seem to be loading at the same time. Yep. And I'll just let that play. And as usual, they run in the background. So in round 1, the OnePlus 6 has a 1-point lead. Moving on to round 2, the RAM management, and as you can see, all the apps and games are in the background. And I'll start off with Temple Run 2, and they are both in RAM and resuming without any issues. Spider-Man Unlimited, again they are both open in RAM and resuming without any issues. Sonic Forces, and that actually had to reload on the OnePlus 6. Skyforce. Again, yes, it's reloading on the OnePlus 6. Super Mario Run, and they are both in RAM and resuming fine. Horizon Chase, and they are both resuming fine. YouTube, and that loaded slightly faster on the Mi 6. Photoshop, and they both opened up at the same time. Hot UK deals, again they both loaded at the same time. eBay, and that was faster on the Mi 6. And the camera app, and that was faster on the OnePlus 6. So in round 2, the Mi 6 wins by 3 points. Time for the Geekbench 4 test. This is going to be the CPU benchmark. So essentially this is going to be the Snapdragon 845 against the Snapdragon 835. The OnePlus 6 finished in at 3 minutes and 28 seconds, with the Mi 6 finishing after about 40 seconds. In terms of the single core scores, the OnePlus 6 has more than 500 points, and in the multi-core scores it has more than 2700 points. And lastly, the compute test, and we'll get straight into the results. So once again, the OnePlus 6 finished first at 38 seconds, with the Mi 6 9 seconds later. Now in terms of the scores, the Mi 6 scored higher with more than 5,500 points. That is the end of the speed test comparison, and here are the results at a glance. Now in round 1, the OnePlus 6 won by 1 point. In round 2, surprisingly the Mi 6 won, and that was by 3 points. When it came to Geekbench 4, the OnePlus 6 dominated, and that's not surprising as it's running the latest Snapdragon 845, and that is quite the beast. So what did you make of this speed test comparison? Do let me know in the comment section. Now if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If it is your first time here, then please do consider subscribing, as I will have more new videos coming up. I also have the Xiaomi Mi 8 on order, so as soon as I get that, I will have videos up including camera tests and speed test comparisons. So make sure you hit that bell icon to be notified. Please follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And like always, thanks for watching, and I will catch up with you in the next video.